Alright guys, what I have this time is a Stanley 24/7 padlock, laminated 60 millimeters, but I took this factory stock core out of it. These things are pretty nice, 6 pins. I've done a video on the other model of the solid steel, but this time I've upgraded the core to this Mul-T-Lock Jr. and these things are quite the bargain. Like this core doesn't want to work in here. Well, it doesn't want to work that well. But if you turn the key all the way around, that's when the spring tension starts working. It does work. It works pretty good actually. But yeah, so let me show you the key while I have it. So it is a pin and pin, just like all the others except for the 7x7, I think. I've never had one of those. This Junior, and I have a few interactives, but none of them. I don't have keys for any of them. So try to give you guys a pretty good view. It's a little tough with this it's a little tough with the dimple lock, but I think we'll manage. I did take the spinner out too, just to help us along a little bit, and just using a small little baby flag from the southward set. Got a nice click out of 2. Click out of 4. Got a little bit of counter rotation out of 4, and then it's set, and then a little bit of counter rotation out of 5, and I think it's set too. I don't think that's going to let us get up high enough, so I got this one just in case. Got a little click on the inner pin on 2. Alright, so counter rotation, and then got a set out of 3. I felt pin 2 drop back down. Got a little click out of 5, I think that was. Got counter rotation on 1 if you didn't see that, and then a really loud click. I think we might have overset something. Got a little click out of 2. Click out of 2 or 3 again. I think we're going to switch back to this one to get some of those inner pins. Excuse me. Alright, we got a deep false set. I think it was pin 5 was giving me the hardest time. Come on, open up, it's alright. There we go. Yeah, so definitely, it's not an easy pick, and this is probably the most camera shy lock that I have so far. Not really sure why, but it is. It's a little tough getting around the camera, and it's kind of hard to use all your senses through a screen. But anyway, it's a really good lock. Like I said, it's quite the bargain. Personally, I feel like these are better than the interactives just because you don't have one pin that you have to push through the ceiling every time. So I think that takes away from the security of it, and it gives you key control, but pick resistance is goes out the window a little bit with that. Again, in my experience and opinion, and we'll find that ball bearing later. But alright, that's that. Now we just need to take. There's a security nut down there. That's gotta come out. And get it all the way. So I'll try to organize these pieces a little bit, because if not, it just makes a freaking mess. There's so much stuff. It does have a pretty big security nut, I think is what they call those. A really thick armor plate. Set that there. This thing it's pretty stout, really. For I think I got that for like $13 or something insane. So I have like $45 in this lock, and it's impressive, really, because you can't even get the 60mm solid steel Stanley lock for that much. And I'd put this Mul-T-Lock Jr up against the that Schlage core any day. It's gonna keep people out way longer if they ever get into it. These things are not easy whatsoever. It takes a lot of practice, and just pick placement altogether is huge. But let's get inside this thing, and then that's right. I'm gonna have to shim it. It's got the serrated core. Sometimes you can get away with not shimming them, but it just really depends on your lock. The interactives that I've picked, I didn't have to shim them, but this thing really likes to shim. You don't have to have a shim to put it back together, but you definitely gotta have one to get a follower through it. Alright, so let's set that there. Down, zoom in a little bit. And we have a standard, it's a spooled top, standard spooled top, spooled top. Nothing's done to the core. I'm gonna go ahead and get these pins oriented the right way. Need that off of there. There you are. Then we have a spool, standard, spool, spool, spool. These things have some pretty big springs in them too, because of the diameter of the pin is bigger. I think they're actually even bigger than Medico pins. So I'll give you guys a close up on those. Try not to drop any of them, but yeah, they're kind of shallow, but I think these are some really nice pins, and again, for the price, man, you cannot beat this. But thanks for watching. If you guys have any comments or anything, just put them down below. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.